Welcome back. Today we are going to be doing a little bit of a combination of Decorate With Me and Holiday House Tour. This is a client home where we are going to be doing garlands and the mantle and decorating the Christmas tree, and then we're going to do a little tour together. It's going to be lots of fun, so hopefully you will get some tips and tricks. Thank you so much for being here and hanging out. If you are new, my name is Victoria, and I am an interior designer by trade. We have lots of fun here on the channel, so if you would consider subscribing, I would be so grateful. But let's not delay anymore and get to it. Look at this beauty. So I did ask the client, she has multiple vases throughout her home, and not everybody feels comfortable with live florals, and she was like, no, put live in there. So I was so excited about it. Friends, I'm going to start while Erica's unloading the vehicle. I'm going to start by just going ahead and getting these florals in vases so they don't die on us throughout the day as we're here. And I grabbed several vases throughout her home that had faux florals in them, and we are going to fill them with something beautiful and fresh. This is hot. I don't know if that's bad or good. And I need to grab my scissors. We are getting a little bit of a late start, so this might be a 2-day install. So many details. While I know some garlands come already built and assembled and with lights in them, I don't like to work that way. I like to build on everything. I just think the layers are so beautiful, and you can really do more of a custom look versus what everybody else has, right? So I'm really excited to see what Jesus brings out of me today. Being creative for this client. It's a little scary. I'm always a little nervous, you guys. So I did not build a design board for this client, right? I literally just shopped local, and she just trusted me. So she hasn't even seen anything that I'm gonna be using in her house. I walked around, she told me where she wanted me to decorate. She has been a follower on our social media. By the way, if you're not a follower, we would love to have you at Free Spirit Bundle, Free Spirit Designs. We have an Instagram and Facebook account. We'll link those for you below. And she just watches my stories every day, which is such a blessing. For those friends that do social media and know how exhausting it is, you're like, is anyone even watching? So I'm thankful that this woman, Becky, is watching, and it's how she hired me. One day in stories, I was like, hey, if you want to hire me to decorate your house for Christmas, I can do that. And that's how I got the job. She obviously trusts me because she's been following us for years, so she has seen my work, and I'm really thankful. And the really fun thing is that she has only lived here a little bit, and it took them about 3 years to build this house, but she didn't finish. So there's no artwork, mirrors, things like that. So in the new year, we'll be back here to finish up those final details of artwork and mirrors and anything else that she needs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I might have to steal some more vases. I would rather buy more than I need than not have enough. You will see I bought lots of variety. I felt like these florals that I picked were very festive. Of course, we have the greens that almost look like Christmas. But when I'm doing a vase, I like to organize by what I purchased. So the florals, the greens, and we're gonna build from there. I thought the magnolia was beautiful and very Christmas-like. So whimsical. I did not have to buy any vases for the client. She has plenty. For those friends that are new here, I have a home decor subscription box that goes out 4 times a year. It is so much fun. I personally live with the items, so I can make sure that they have good quality and they're functional, and we have an amazing online community. I love my subscribers so much. And so a little fun trick to make your florals even more beautiful and festive. I just grabbed these glittery twigs. These will for sure last all season because they don't need to be in water. But I think it'll be a fun little way to add texture. As you're building your vase, you definitely want to turn it as you go so you can make sure all angles look beautiful, not just one side. And as you're thinking through your holiday centerpiece, this is a really simple and beautiful way to make a table. Fresh flowers. Right? Erica did that for her Thanksgiving table. These reminded me of a Christmas tree. This is when I pray, when I walk. Guys, I've made a big mess at installs before. Is this the most dreamy mudroom ever? Laundry room, mudroom, drop all. Wrap presents. And we're gonna stash some Christmas in here since the client spends a lot of time in this space.
I want fresh flowers while I do laundry.
Yeah. So Erica's in heaven today. With an ironing board. Whoa.
I know. What do we do here?
It's so fancy.
What is that for?
It's your light.
I can iron in the dark.
Guys, I just want water and ice. But look, it's so fancy, you can't see it. It's not in the freezer. Is ice in the fridge? Here, how does ice come out of that? Guys, am I a dum-dum?
Press the ice again.
Oh, there's water.
And you gotta...
Look at the outlet. Let me just show you the outlet real quick, right there. So I have to stop, look. See this? Guys!
Oh.
This is way too fancy for me. I love it so much. We are gonna start in the dining room now that all the florals are built and the big mess is made. Christmas decorating is so messy, but it's so worth it. This is a handmade box that we're gonna start as the centerpiece inspiration, but we need to center it. And I noticed in her glass cabinets, which I can show you, she has lots of blue and white glass. So when I found this deer, I was like, yes, he inspired the whole centerpiece. So we're gonna put him in there first, build around him. So a fun little way to dress up your dining room chairs is to add a little wreath. So we're gonna add a wreath to the back of each side guest chair. And first we're starting by measuring the ribbons so that they can all be pretty close to exact with each other. But it's very simple, guys. Watch. Wrap it around. Do a knot first. Wire of the wreath. Tie another knot, and then if you want to make your ends fancy, you can fold the ribbon in half, cut upwards, and you have a little, so pretty. Okay, you're gonna find center by just eyeballing it. Good and secure. Hang with your flower wire. You're gonna hang it right on the nail. Squeeze it, and then in order to cover that ugly brown flower wire, we're gonna take a ribbon and wrap it around, tie it in a bow. While I'm styling the mantle, it's gonna take a couple turns. So you just try and you try again. And unfortunately, the garland did not come in time, so I'm gonna have to come back to do that. So I'm just gonna style up here, and then tomorrow I'll be able to do the whole garland. I'm thinking Christmas trees, candlelight, beautiful greenery. fun, eclectic mix of trees. Client already had these. Pretty trees that light up, so I'm trying to balance that. This is a big guy. It's too big, I think. I'm just gonna mix some candlelight in. Okay, so for today, I feel good about this, and when the candles are lit, it'll be so pretty. Then I'm picturing the garland going down, so we'll finish that later. Guys, a really simple holiday switch out. Look, Christmas tree candles, pillar candles instead. How cute is that? The client already had these books sitting here, so I am going to simply wrap them like a present. Address the bathroom by hanging some garland around the mirror. You see it's simple, just like here we hung beautiful ornaments with ribbon, and this was the same exact concept that we used when we did it on the windows. So I showed you guys in the Decorate With Me for Christmas. If you missed that, we'll link it below and you can go back and watch. But this is what I use to hang almost everything. You have to make a hole first, and I'm gonna go center. And the reason why I choose to use eye hooks is because you can string everything through it. So we're gonna use a zip tie and go right through this eye hook, which is gonna make life so very simple. But since we're gonna put the greenery, and then I'm also gonna do a Mercury garland, they both are gonna have to go through that eye hook. So that all it is zip tied. Funny story, you guys. I thought my father invented zip ties. What? So I went to London semester in college, and when we were leaving to head home, I was like, you guys, my dad gave me the coolest things to close our suitcases with. They're called zip ties. He invented them. And my college suite mates were like, Tori, your dad did not invent zip ties. Yes, he did. Anyway, that just tells you guys how highly I think of my father. The man, I feel like he can do anything, or probably invent anything. Thank you. Thank you. Can't buy stuff like this. You gotta build it, guys. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you were able to get a few tips and tricks and just be inspired in a beautiful client home this holiday. I wish you and your family a very, very Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays and Happy New Year and all the beautiful things that the season brings. I am incredibly grateful for you guys. If you have liked what you saw here today, I would ask you to please consider subscribing, hit the thumbs up. Tell me in the comments below if you do a real or a fake Christmas tree, or maybe you do both. If you missed our holiday tour of our own home or our holiday decorating at our house, I would love for you to go back and watch those. You'll see those linked below. Have a very Merry Christmas. Thank you guys again for being here this Thursday. See you next week.